Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and I would love to wish you a happy Easter. I am delighted to show you some of the sweet little Easter items I have created for this video. The first is the most simple. My daughter actually picked up this adorable bunny on the good table at the dump, and she knew how much I love bunnies, so she brought this home for me. And as adorable as he is, my decor is very neutral. And I already have two other rather neutral bunnies, so I thought that I would make a sweet little set of them. And all I am going to do here to begin with is to go ahead with a very neutral creamy colored paint. And I am just going to go ahead and give him one good thick coat, getting into all of that fur. Going to remove any paint that was on his eyes, and I'm going to leave him just like this for now. I may go in later with a dark wax, but right now I will keep him just very neutral as the other ones that I have done. And here they are in my home, and I do move them around. I just love having them during the spring, summer, Easter season. And now I am going to move on to a very simple way to create a bunny out of clay. You are going to simply roll a thick kind of snake several inches long, and you are going to bend up and down so you have an S, and then you are going to push down onto it to form like a little bit of a head on the legs, and press the ears and the feet flat, and then just take some scissors and separate those, and then move them out and round them over. And then you can add a little face, or you can add some bead eyes if you want. You could paint these. I like to add just a little bit of detail on the ears and the feet. I add a little whiskers just with some scissors, just to create a sweet little simple bunny. It looks enough like a marshmallow peep. You could paint it a bright color and roll it in some kind of sugar. I repeated that process, making a larger one for this little display, and then I made 3 little tiny ones later on for my mantle. So once I had that done, I had leftover from a project earlier in another video, a portion of an egg carton, so I just made it a small little square using the top of the egg carton, and then painted that in pink. And then once that is dry, I am going to go ahead and fill that for my little almost 3-year-old granddaughter to enjoy with these sweet little bunnies. I opted to give those a little pink nose, and then you could also add bead eyes or do something else with these little bunnies, but I am going to keep them fairly simple. I'm going to fill this with some little green, kind of like, it's supposed to be moss, but it's more like yarn, and add a little egg and a carrot, and then later on I'll just add a couple little chocolates. She's not allowed much in the way of sugar. And then I will add a little hanger with some wire and a bead, and that is it for this sweet little Easter basket. A little bit of a bow, and that's all there is to it. The Model Magic kind of clay, I think, works really well for this type of thing. And then here are the sweet little tiny ones that I made for my mantle, and I think these are just quite adorable. Now, obviously, I could dark wax them, paint them, but I think they're sweet as they are. Today's collaboration, 5 Under 5, is hosted by Emily at Farm Charm Chic. And her special guest host this month is Wendy from White Sparrow Living. Their channel links as well as the playlist will be in my description box, so make sure you check that out. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can see a number of other wonderful items coming your way soon. That takes me on to item number 3. This is an egg-shaped sock darner. I collect sock darners, but I actually prefer the other style, so I'm okay just going ahead and painting this. Doesn't have a ton of value, so I am going to paint it with a white chalk paint, and then while the second coat is still wet, I am going to put an IOD inlay, and I am going to place that paint side down right into the chalk paint. This is called Blue Delft, and it is going to need to dry, but you can either spritz it with water or lightly dampen a paper towel or something and moisten it once you have it down. That activates that paint on paint. Let it dry thoroughly. In the meantime, I am taking the IOD spring release mold called Brooches, and I am just creating one of those, and I am going to then remove the inlay once that's dry, spritzing that and peeling away that inlay to get you the beautiful design that that paint inlay leaves. Now, obviously, this is a little more difficult to do on a non-flat surface, but I think given the shape of it, it came out pretty lovely. Then I'm going to glue with my quick and thick glue that little brooch mold right on the front of that. And then I am going to decorate that a little bit with some white paint and another little piece of inlay that I have that looks a little bit like a little blue wreath, and do the same process for that. And then, of course, you should either, once it's really well dried, you spray that with a poly coat or even put some Mod Podge over it to protect it. Going to go ahead and add a little gold trim around that frame, and that is all there is to this sweet little egg. So if you happen to have this Brooches mold, pick up some wooden eggs and make yourself some Fabergé eggs, and let me know what you think about these projects so far. I would love to know which one of these is your favorite. I think this one here is going to be my favorite. I am starting with just a simple paper mache box, and it is oval shaped, and I am going to cover the bulk of that in some birch bark that I had on hand, and then I'm going to take the scrap pieces and just cut a few pieces here and there to make the front of it look also like it has some of that bark on it. I'm going to add just a simple little circle piece of branch in the center of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and take some moss and fill in the bottom and attach the entire oval box to this little piece of wood and add the front of the box, kitty corner in the front of it, to make that look like the tomb. And then I'm going to just add some embellishments here with a couple of branches to look like some trees, and a little bit more of the two tones of moss, add a rock. Except for the $1 for the little block of wood, everything else here was free to me. And add a little tiny piece of fabric onto that little seat or bench inside the empty tomb to replicate the true meaning of Easter. And I definitely did not want this holiday to go by with bunnies and chicks and lambs and things, which are adorable and of course I love, without actually doing something that was the true meaning of Easter. And so here is how that empty tomb came out, and this is definitely my favorite for the meaning of Easter. This would be a wonderful one to do with the kids or Sunday school class, or, you know, just to replicate one for your own home. Taking me on to the next item. I don't know where this came from originally, but I was at a junk shop and it was outside. Everything out there was $1. So I picked up this little sheep, and it had some corrugated metal and burlap stuck to it. And I just went ahead and removed that first. And then I basically brushed over what was already cream with a creamy colored paint, sort of a dry brush, maybe a little heavier than a dry brush. And then I took some black chalk paint and a little sponge, went around the outside edge and redefined the outline. And I am going to give him a sweet little black face, darken those legs, and give him a little black ear and a little line under his tail, just kind of refreshing what was already there and already sweet. And then once I have that done, put a few little streaks in there, so some black, and then pounced over with a little rough brush some of the cream to give that a little bit of texture. And then I want to put a little hang tag around his neck. So I am just simply writing on some brown paper or thick cardboard here. It's not about the bunny, it's all about the lamb, and cutting that into a tag shape, putting the one hole punch in there, and then I'm going to distress ink over the outside edges of this to make that more vintage. And then I'm also going to take the black ink and define the edges to make this look like it is an actual tag. I'm going to hang that about his neck with a little bit of twine and a couple of rusty bells that I had in my Christmas stash. And then I am just going to add a little check ribbon, and that is all I'm going to do for this sweet little lamb. A nice little refresh for all day primitive or for Easter. One of my lovely viewers had asked if I could recreate these sweet little chicks that I have in my kitchen, so I thought that I would add that as a bonus here to this video. That first set had been purchased, so these are going to be a little bit different, but I think you can get the idea here. And it is not difficult, it is just incredibly messy. So I purchased some white down feathers on Amazon, and you could certainly do these in yellow as well. And I am rolling a ball of clay, and I am simply going to cut down the feathers, and I am going to cover the entire ball of clay all around the edges, the top and the bottom, and try to get that covered as best I can in a circle shape, obviously needing to clip here and there of the feathers once I'm done, and then add a little bit more and just keep fluffing out some of the feathers and just playing with it until you basically have a lump of clay covered in feathers that are all fluffed out. It is literally almost that simple. I do recommend using the more downy, smaller feathers to the large feathers. I think that that definitely worked a little bit better. Trim and fluff and trim and fluff. And then I took a tiny piece of orangey colored felt. I cut out a sweet little beak, glued that on, and then added 2 little beads for eyes and placed him in a basket full of straw. And that is my attempt at recreating this sweet little chick. And I think that it is quite adorable, even if it doesn't look the same. But I especially love it here in the nest that I made in that beautiful blue pantry box. I would appreciate it if you would hit like. I am so grateful for your stopping by. Don't forget to check out the other creators in the playlist, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a happy Easter.